Video games. Do we play them to experience them, or do we play them just to complete them? I've heard this being discussed on another game channel, and I thought I'd give my 2 cents on it. The YouTuber's name is Game Room Revival. Check out his channel. But yeah, games, video games. Do we play them just to play them for the experience of the game, or just to a means to an end to complete them? I mostly thought about this, and I wanted to discuss it because of a couple of retro games that I have, and I'm like, man, these games are so hard, and it's like, why do I care if I beat them? It shouldn't be about beating the game. It should be experience the game, to just have fun, to play around in the game, the world. I think that's what video games are made for. I mean, it has a story, but that shouldn't be what you really do about do all about in the game. It should just be experiencing the world, the gameplay, the characters. These are a couple of games that brought me to thinking that, like, maybe I should just stop caring about beating the game and just having fun and enjoying them. Revenge of Shinobi and Spider-Man. And that's what I'm going to be discussing today. First, I want to take a sip of my Mountain Dew. That was more of a sip, but damn, is that good. Alright. So I'm going to say just a couple of things I remember as a kid. When I was a kid, I used to play games, and sometimes I didn't even know what I had to do in the game. Like, I would just play the game, and I would just do things, and I wouldn't know what I'm doing, and I would just be having fun enjoying the game. And I didn't care if I got to the end. And when I was a kid, I didn't beat a lot of games. I just played them, because a lot of the time I got stuck and didn't know what I had to do. And I was perfectly fine with that, because as a kid, you just played the games because they were fun. I mean, you wanted to get to the end, but that wasn't a big deal. I mean, some people it was, but to me it wasn't. If I got to the end, I got to the end, and I didn't really care. It's like nowadays, a lot of people care if they get to the end, and I don't think that's what games should. I mean, it is, but I don't think that's what a game should be about. Because if you're only caring about completing the game, then you're not enjoying the game for the experience. You're just trying to get through it. And if you enjoy something, you shouldn't want it to end. You should want it keep doing it. You would do it slowly because you enjoy it. At least I do. When I enjoy something, I don't want it to end. I want to make sure it lasts as long as it can last. It's like these two games, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Gran Turismo 3. I have not beaten this game. As a kid, I just played it, and I just wanted to collect all the cars, but I didn't want to finish the game because the game was just so much fun. And same with this one. Like, I could have beat the game, but I wanted to see what the world had to offer. I wanted to just have fun with the game. And then when I beat it, the ending wasn't even all that good. So the payoff wasn't even great. And that's the thing sometimes. When you play a game and you're playing it just for fun, and you just play it, you don't worry about beating it, you don't know the ending, you'll be happier. Because sometimes you'll play the game and you get frustrated, and then when you do beat it, the ending is nothing special, and it feels like, wow, I wasted my time. Instead of just worrying about, oh wow, the game's fun, the controls are fun, the action in the game is fun. And here's a discussion. I want to know, what do you guys think? Or what do you guys do? I know a lot of people play games to beat them, but do you also just play games just to play them, just to have fun, to get the experience? Because it's like, you buy a game brand new, $60. Let's say the game is only, it's like a movie ticket, or whatever. You're paying like 10, 20 bucks for a movie. It ends in like 2 hours, and then you're done. But these games aren't cheap, I want to get as much fun out of them as I can and just experience what the game is made to offer. And also, sometimes I just can't beat games, but sometimes I just don't want to beat the game, Sometimes I just want to run around in the world. What do you guys do? Do you guys just play the game and just slug right through it just to complete it? Or do you take it slow and just enjoy it and just look around and look at the games, you know, the graphics and everything. Like, people always talk about, oh, this game's graphics are beautiful. Meanwhile, they're just running right through the game and they're not even just letting the characters sit, using the camera and just look at the graphics. Like, they complain so much about the graphics, but then they just shoot right through it. They're not even looking at the graphics. They're just beating it and then putting it on the list and then just throwing it back in the backlog. It's like, I have a backlog and I don't even care that I have a backlog. It's like I have a bunch of games here. I'm gonna show you my backlog. It's not the biggest collection, but you know, I'm gonna try to get through some of these games, but I'm not in a rush because I play games for fun. See, that's my little game collection. You know, it's not crazy big. PSP. Got some 3DS games right there. Don't mind my deodorant, guys. Got my Game Boy Color, my 3DS loose games, my original PlayStation games, my PS2 games. Don't worry about that napkin, guys. And my Switch games. I forgot to show some of my Sega Genesis games. I have a couple more in the living room somewhere, but I gotta find them in a box. So yeah, that's my little discussion of what I wanted to talk about. You know, playing games versus beating them. Do you like to play them for the experience, or do you play them just to beat them and get to the end credits? I like to beat the games, you know, a lot of the times, but majority of the time, I just like to put the game in and just play and just enjoy it. Because if let's say the game is boring, I don't care if I beat it or not. You know, there's some people that will beat a game because it's boring. If the game's not if the game's not fun, I'm not even gonna play it. You know? But if a game is fun, I don't want it to end. I want to play the game as much as possible, and I want to just enjoy it. But yeah, that's all I got to talk about. You know, I want to know what you guys think. Right in the comment section below. Just let me know what you guys do. Do you play games for the experience of the game, or do you play them just to complete them? You know, I play games to complete them. You know, I want to, but I'd say majority of the time I'm playing them for fun and the experience, and just to see what the game has to offer, the world, everything, the music, and all that. So yeah, like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.